Hey guys, before we get into the video, be sure to smash that like button. Hey guys, Yoshi13889 here. I wanted to make a video about a potential Sonic leak by someone who has some actual credibility. The leaker in question is Zippo. So Zippo has actually leaked that a new Paper Mario game was going to come out on the Switch. And it ended up being true. But he also ended up saying that there was going to be 2 Animal Crossing Directs in February, but there is only one. So take everything you are about to hear with a grain of salt. None of this is confirmed. This is all quote-unquote leaks. So yeah, anyways, let's begin. So I'm going to go over the parts that are the most important and basically summarize the blog post. So, Zippo starts off with talking about how Sonic turned 30 this year, and many people are excited this year. He also mentions, as he was finishing the article, Sonic Prime was announced along with that Lego set thingy. Alright, now for some more interesting stuff. He basically sums up all of the news we have gotten up until this point. Roger no longer voicing Sonic, the writers leaving, and Sydney Robinson no longer voicing Amy. But here is a curveball. Apparently, Sega of America is fully in charge of Sonic. Management of the franchise is being done at Sonic Pillar in Irvine, California now? Sorry, I was trying to pronounce that. They're calling the shots when it comes to games, merch, social media, etc. Sega of Japan is aware that Sonic is way more popular in the West compared to Japan, which I even made a video about. Check it out after this one. But the games are not developed at Sega of America. Sonic Pillar is not a game development studio. Producers, artists, and all of that are there to ensure development on the games go smoothly. Development is still being done in Japan at the same studios as always. Iizuka and Hoshinono, probably not, Hoshinono, yeah, I cannot pronounce that properly, or butchering, whatever, are still the stewards of the franchise, but they're doing so in the US now. He then goes on about what to expect this year, like how modern Sonic is the focus of the 30th anniversary. Classic Sonic and his series of games are seen as old hat at Sega. From what he understands, Classic Sonic coming back is and was never going to be a permanent thing. He then goes on to say that yes, Mania was a huge success critically and that the team is immensely talented. But the thing is, Sega doesn't want the franchise being defined by a 2D sprite-based game that was done by fan/indie developers. I like that idea, honestly. Modern has much more potential in terms of merch, spin-offs, television, comics, you name it. It's what the franchise has had its core identity in since 1998. And that's not changing. Prime sounds like it'll be continuing this sentiment. There will still be classic merch and supplementary material. He does not expect classic to go away completely, but he'd love to be wrong about this one, being perfectly honest, but all signs are pointing to this being the case. He then goes on to say that there will be 2D and 3D games, respectively, in their own separate games. So we're not going to have, for example, a Boost game that, has 2D sections and 3D sections. That's not happening anymore. Now for the real meat, the games. He says there's going to be a new Sonic collection. He goes on to say a celebration of 30 years of Blue Blur, with games that haven't been in circulation in many years. Sonic Advance, Pocket Adventure, and Sonic are all seem like likely inclusions here. Sonic Team/M2 are likely making this in tandem. If I were a better man, he says, he'd say this one will release in June, but the collection will not contain the mobile versions, or mobile, whatever, versions of Sonic 1 and 2, and that Sonic 3 will not be included for quote-unquote obvious reasons. Next, there will apparently be a new Mario and Sonic Olympic game, But with everything going on with the Olympics, things are looking messy. He said he's 50-50 on this one. Okay, this is interesting. He says we are getting a 2D modern Sonic game. Yeah, you heard that right. He says, so I think a return to Sonic Adventure / Rush formula is what we're getting here. Summer Fall is pretty much certain, but he's not sure who is developing it. But has a hunch it's Dimps. Okay, now for the big finale. Here is what he said about the 3D Sonic game we are getting. It is not a boost game. Sega has realized that they've done all they can with that formula. So this is allegedly a return to more of an adventure / traditional platformer, which is seen as having much more long-term potential. Full 3D, no hybrid nonsense here, features return of the spin dash in 3D and character upgrades. There are more playable characters than just Sonic, but I wasn't given specifics as who those were. Tails, Knuckles, Shadow all seem like valid possibilities. It'll be the first conceptualized by the Sonic Pillar in the US. Sega CS2 R&D, that's a mouthful, has had a number of new hires post-Forces, so a number of devs involved are brand new to the series. Sonic Team is literally nothing more than just a brand name now. No idea if it will be in the marketing or not. The game will be cross-gen, should be on every console under the sun, and a holiday 2020-21 release is still on track, last I heard. However, given the very obvious circumstances going on around the world, there is still a chance it may slip into 2022. They're willing to give this game all the time it needs. This game is not a tie-in to the movie at all. Paramount is doing their own thing with Sonic. Man, that was a lot of info, but I wanted to say it all because, well, I mean, he's talking about a 3D Sonic game. How could I not include everything he said? He also goes on to say Sonic will be having more guest appearances, but then says when we should expect announcements. So I'm going to read everything he said, and here it is. They are planning some sort of game reveal as we speak. It should be a digital presentation similar to what was planned last year. Although, given the tennis and state of things, a press release, sorry, I cannot pronounce. A press release drop is also a possibility. My guess is that this will air from between the next few weeks and the end of March, and should go over at least a good bit of what I laid out today. We seem due for a reveal here pretty soon, so I'm of the belief that we may be mere days, wow, imagine that, mere days away from something substantial. Okay, if that is true, I will jump out the window.
Bruh.
He then just gives us his final thoughts on everything, and I'm going to do the same thing. Okay, wow. If everything that he said is real, like I said, this is just all rumors, like leaks, stuff like that. But if this is true, I would honestly be the happiest Sonic fan in the world. A collection, ports of a bunch of games. People have been asking for this for so long. Get an obscure Sonic games all, I'm not sure if it'd be all in one collection, but if it is, that would be incredible. People that watch the Sonic movie buy this, they basically get every Sonic game in existence. Maybe, you know? A new 2D modern Sonic game. I like how he went over that. Sega's basically trying to, like, you know, not get rid of, but focus more on modern Sonic. And they're still trying to appeal to the classic fans in a way, but there's going to be a 2D modern Sonic game. Not a 2D classic Sonic game, a 2D modern Sonic game in the same vein as Sonic Rush or something like that. And the 3D game, if that is true, like, it just sounds incredible. Like, 3D Sonic game, fully 3D, adventure-esque, multiple playable characters, character upgrades, like that, it just sounds amazing. Like, if all of this is true, like, honestly, Like, he even said we're gonna probably get an announcement or, like, that press release or whatever he said in a few weeks. If that actually happens, guys. If this is true, like, I don't know, watch it out in the next coming weeks. Like I said, this is, like, rumors, leaks. It might not be true, but it might honestly be true. So who knows? What are your thoughts on this? Do you think it's true? Is it fake? Tell me in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, well, consider giving it a like. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And when you do, turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Alright, hope you had a great day. See ya!